Welcome back to Late to the Party. We have a really lore heavy episode, and I'm blown away with how they've structured all these different characters and all the different history that's involved in this universe, this alternate reality. So I think we should jump right back into our playthrough of Wolfenstein The New Order. Alright, if you remember where we left off last time, we gotta jump. So let's jump. Deuces. Right off the back. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Welcome back, everybody, to our Wolfenstein series. Starting off with the New Order. I'm gonna go in order of release, probably. Can I use that gun underwater? Whoa. Ooh. If there's a better order, though, let me know. Because I don't really know if there's a better order. Also, I noticed that I think I was being too quiet. I had my mic too quiet in the past few episodes. If you think that my voice is too quiet or anything, point it out in the comments for me.
Kept her locked up in that prison for the last 3 months. There's not supposed to be a grating in front of that house. You know, just fucking forgot. Anyway, this is your new home.
Right? Oh, I guess I can't do that like this? What? I thought I could.
Moskowitz, climb up right here.
Okay, so I gotta remember to come back to that.
Hold me, I'm freezing.
I'm sorry.
Max! Mr. Max.
Put him down, Max. Gently.
Please, Captain. This is Klaus. He's on our side. Used to be a Nazi, but not anymore.
How is this possible? We're in the very center of Berlin. You're hiding in plain sight.
It's the last place they would have got.
Will they not hear us?
Best to keep your voice down then, yeah?
Fuck me. B.J. Blazkowicz. I should have known only you would be dumb enough to do a daytime entry.
The lady.
Glad to have you back, Furnace.
Caroline, you're alive.
If you call shitting in a bag living, 3 pulverized vertebrae. You?
Head trauma, 4 inches of cast iron shrapnel right in the conch. Still in there.
Severed colon, septic shock, shattered pelvis.
Memory loss, flashbacks, 14 years in a loony bin.
Good to see you, William.
Nice, they like each other.
So, what can you do?
Yo, this game's so sick.
What are you doing here?
Pleased to see you too, Tekla.
You're supposed to be dead, Fergus Reed. You've been gone for 3 months. This stupid anomaly. People don't come back from Eisenwald. And you, long since off the books. I've heard stories about you. I was told you died in 1946. Misinformation, always. You, I don't even know who you are. We're variable. Well, none of this has been accounted for. I will have to revise my whole model. Thank you very much.
I am hearing interesting things out of London. I have a folder marked Project Whisper, but someone has borrowed it. Klaus, I believe it was. Can you find it and bring it to me, would you please, Captain? Now that you are here, I think we can do great things. Why don't you sit with me, Miss Anya? Listen in on these frequencies. Anything out of London, make a note of the time and write down as much as you can. Here is pen and paper.
Can I use a typewriter?
You know how to type.
Yes. My parents thought I should learn.
Ah, for you to take dictation, prescriptions and such.
Man.
Not really.
Oh.
It was useful during my time at the University of London for my doctorate in archaeology. Then the Blitz came and I had to go back home.
Damn.
I was only 16.
Well, Doctor, please assist me in figuring out what these damn Nazis are up to.
Wow. She just kind of like sunned her right there. She was like, oh, by the way, I was a doctor at 16.
Max,
Fired. Anyway, really love this series so far. Let me know what you guys have been thinking, if you've been enjoying it, chat.
You can find Klaus on the second floor.
Yeah, I
He
know
should
where I can
have
find
the
him.
folders of project.
It's just whether or not I want to go there right now, lady. You're gonna force me to, aren't you? It's a B word. Bobby Bram, okay. I can't talk to him, it would seem.
Leave me alone, all right?
Regime crosses the Atlantic, Vancouver, January 3rd, 1947. Earlier this week, a German submarine was sunk in the Cabot Strait just a few miles off the coast of Cape North. Today, hundreds of ships crossed the Atlantic, and the first German troops set foot upon Canadian soil. Now is the time to be brave, said the Prime Minister in an emergency radio broadcast. It's now or never. Our boys at the front line need your support to defend our homeland, to defend our freedom. And they're just so much more technologically advanced. I think that's the fascinating premise about Wolfenstein, honestly. Is like, if any major, like, tyrannical group you can think of through all of history would have had, like, an upper hand technology-wise to this degree, like, this could have happened to anybody.
I don't know you, and I'm not looking to make friends.
Crazy. Whoa. There's a ton of these. Okay, cool. Let's read them real quick. Royal Air Force down but not out. Liverpool, June 25th, 1945. The Royal Air Force suffered a major defeat yesterday at the battle over Liverpool. Though major losses were reported on both sides, the RAF were forced to retreat after losing more than 2/3 of their fighters. But even when faced with overwhelming odds, our brave boys in the skies continue to fight for king and country. This fighting spirit may be what constitutes the very essence of Englishness. Us Englishmen, we fight until the very end, said a corner shop owner trying to put out a fire raging inside St. Luke's Church. And I'll be damned if we let some Jerry come here and tell us what to do. Was this man channeling the spirit of RAF pilot Jameson? Jameson, who was shot down above Liverpool yesterday, burst out of his burning wreckage, his body on fire and armed only with a pistol, killed 4 German paratroopers before finally succumbing himself. Even as the enemy stands at our doorstep, the RAF will go to hell and back to kick them out of England. Jolly good, boys. Pretty sick, though. And obviously at this point, again, Germany would have already lost the war at this point. And what's crazy is, you know, past this, just I'm trying to see and piece together. I think Manhattan they did in 1950. So that means, you know, 5 years more. The war dragged on before they did that, I think. Victory in Asia, Berlin, July 8th, 1948. Okay, so 47 they were in Canada. And now they're in Asia in 48, winning all of Asia, it would seem. Early Monday morning, a special assault team launched an attack on the last stronghold of the People's Liberation Army. Within hours, the Republic of China surrendered unconditionally. Experts commented that the Japanese government now have no choice but to give up their territorial claims in Asia. Wow. Sources close to Field Marshal claim that a plan is being drawn up for both China and Japan, which will transition the two countries into servant states with separate governments and militaries. These states will, of course, be supremely governed by the superior German Empire. So they're just trying to make a deal with everybody that they can still have their own armies, but they're and govern however they want, but they're technically owned by Germany, which is crazy. I guess that's sort of what the USSR did, right? More or less. No, it was more than that. It was different than that. That's crazy, though. Not that they had a choice, I'm sure. Extra. Prisoners escape. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Let's go in order here as much as we can. Triumph in the East, Berlin, April 4th, 1947. It was a devastating defeat for the Red Army when the German flag was raised on the western side of the river Volga this morning. In a statement to our reporter on site, Field Marshal Frederick Ritter said that the victory is not only thanks to our hardworking and dedicated troops, but also the result of a new weapon that was deployed for the first time in battle. The Panzerhund is a mechanical, autonomous beast of war that cannot feel fear and cannot feel remorse. It is the purest form of killing machine, and it will tear the Russians apart limb by limb. I think that was... I mean, we saw those already, right? Yes, okay, we saw them in 1960. But I think we also saw them when we were assaulting that beach, or whatever, before all this happened to us. I think that's what those were called. The Red Surrender. Oh, wow. So this was... Okay. Moscow, December 12th, 1946. The cold Russian winter bites hard, but one could not tell looking at the rosy, smiling faces of the victorious German army and the liberated Russian people. Wow. The last battle against the Red Army took place in Iskavisk, following their month-long campaign to seize the Russian capital. A campaign which, after numerous setbacks and hundreds of civilian casualties, caused the Russian people to turn against their own army. Whoa. With nightly bomb raids by the German Air Force and the Red Army's military factories in the Ural region, it was merely a matter of time before the Russian forces would start to lose their morale. The murderous tyrant Joseph Stalin is yet to be found. There are rumors circulating that he may have been assassinated by his own men. Interesting. What if he shows up in later games? That'd be sick. Okay. And then these ones are the newer ones, I'm assuming. Prisoners escape Eisenwald. October 13th, 1960, which I think is where it is right now, right? Early morning, a small group of prisoners escaped from Eisenwald prison. Prisoners were described by the police as highly dangerous murderers, rapists, and degenerates, which obviously not true. They advise the public to stay alert for people displaying deviant behavior and report anything that may help them track down these individuals. Finally, the British tyranny comes to an end. Okay, so 1946, Russia surrendered.
Are you
right?
deaf? I'm busy. Fuck off.
No, go fuck
Jerk.
yourself. Anyway, let's see. 46, Russia's done. Where's 48, Asia's all gone, Japan and China. So the entire Eastern Front is done by July 8th, 1948. Okay, and right before that, Britain's done, it looks like. As if blessed by the sun, the German flag hung high this morning over Buckingham Palace to mark the end of a tyrannical monarchy which has plagued the English people for centuries. Field Marshal Gerolf Feigenbaum, who led the British invasion, cautioned that armed resistance is to be expected, but the majority of the British people will soon realize how they have been fooled by the British government's warmongering leaders. Following the surrender, the whole of the Commonwealth now falls under German rule, and the remaining armies have been ordered to stand down. 1948, so that was 12 years ago. Moscow in flames. Stockholm. March 16, 1945. The Red Army were forced to retreat last night from a Moscow engulfed by flames following a week-long German bomb raid. The barrage of mortar fire heard throughout the night and well into early Thursday morning seems to have obliterated what was left of the inner parts of the city. As of yet, there has been no word of the whereabouts of either Joseph Stalin or his high command. Was that the last one? I wonder who these people are. Ooh, there's one right here too. Last light in England. Oh wow. Paris, September 17th, 1951. The stalwart resistance of the brave people of London has been quailed, claim sources inside London. After the August uprising, which had seemed like a turning point for the resistance fighters, the German tyrants unleashed their latest machine of oppression, a monstrous thing called the London Monitor. Eyewitness reports describe the fight as a massacre, with the cobblestone streets drenched in the blood of the brave resistance fighters, crushed or gunned down by the giant machine. German elite combat units then proceeded to move from block to block, systemically taking out the last remnants of freedom fighters. Yikes. I love lore in these games, guys. I know you know
I
that.
need that folder, Captain.
Captain. See if you can find it. It's called Project Whisper. Talk to Klaus.
I heard you were looking for the Project Whisper folder. It's not here. Obviously.
Yeah, I know that. I'm doing my own shit. Everybody back off. Like, damn, sis. Let me live. Is there anything sick in here? I feel like there's definitely something hiding in here. Why is this room here? I don't know. Suspicious. Very suspicious. There, I wanted to turn myself up a little bit. See if this sounds better and matches more with the audio. So, if you like this audio more, mention it in the comments. Okay. Ooh, a record. And there is a health upgrade here. No letters, no Enigma codes. Is gold, though. And
Must be Max's room. What is Max hiding in there? Is that the Project Whisper folder? Either need a crowbar or find a way around.
wow. These are all people that were probably part of the resistance.
This room looks empty. Maybe we could sleep in here. Could use some shut-eye.
Ooh. How do I get in there, huh? How do I get in there, huh? No, I'm not gonna sleep right now, bro.
Bloody fuck, Blazko, I'm knackered. Haven't seen a real bed in months. Fuck off for a minute so I can sleep, right? Wake me up, let's say. The sky's about to fall.
Ooh, nice, more. Benevolent liberators guard China's borders. Shanghai, October 25th, 1953. Thanks to the ingenuity of German engineers, the Great Wall of China has been reinforced and upgraded by our benevolent German liberators. Hundreds of powerful automatic flak cannons have been installed along the wall, guarding the airspace from any potential invaders from the Mongolian territories. Elite German troops have also been stationed from one end to the other to guard the border. This is a great act of generosity bestowed by our benevolent liberators, symbolically marking the beginning of a new era of peace in Asia. Got it. So this is all propaganda. America loses naval supremacy. Tokyo, August 20th, 1946. The Americans are on their knees, Field Marshal Franz Gustav Byers told the gathered reporters during today's press conference. The superior German submarine fleet, accompanied by its loyal Japanese allies, has helped Germany achieve a major victory in the Pacific, with more than half of the American fleet destroyed at the Battle of Leyte Gulf alone. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Editorial. Germany has betrayed us. Whoa. Rome, October 13th, 1949. And so we must face the bitter truth. We, the Italian people, have been fooled into thinking that our northern ally would be our country's salvation and a collaborator in rebuilding Italy to its former glory. Reports from the north are coming in describing German tanks and infantry turning against our soldiers and attacking our own people. Witnesses describe horrible scenes of whole villages burnt and plundered. We are now just days away from a complete invasion, and our weak government is incapable of doing anything about it. I advise all Italians not to surrender. Do not bow down to the will of the invaders. Rise and take up arms. Do whatever you can to fight back the tyranny. Rise for freedom. The liberation of America has begun. Washington, January 7th, 1949. The honorable German peace troops embarked on a nationwide victory tour this week. The goal of this operation is to liberate the oppressed American people and protect them from dangerous insurgent elements. All remaining American military personnel are advised to stand down and report to the nearest German checkpoint. Once there, they will be issued a labor card assigning them to work on rebuilding the country according to the superior cultural standards of the new regime. America rises from the ashes. The American spirit rises in the shadow of the mushroom-shaped cloud that was produced by Germany's evil atom bomb when it hit New York. Cells of freedom fighters have assembled across the country and are taking up arms. Though targeted attacks on German VIPs and bombings of crucial military installations, the American resistance is making it difficult for the invaders to remain in control. Reports claim the German invaders have become so desperate they are shipping elite anti-rebel units from China to prevent the insurrection from spreading. Eyewitness accounts also describe mass executions of civilians as punishments for attacks performed by the freedom fighters. It's not beneath them to do, so I guess it makes sense. America surrenders 1948, so they must have done the bomb before. This is crazy. Washington, December 24th, 1948. Speaking to the American people in the falling snow on Christmas Eve, the President of the United States declared the government's total surrender to the German army. The announcement came just days after the atomic bomb was dropped on New York. The final act of violence may have saved millions of lives that would have resulted from a land invasion of America, said the German leader in a press statement following the announcement. Wow. I applaud the president for taking such a brave decision. After the president's speech, a spectacular show was put on by the invading troops parading down the streets of Washington to the roaring sound of German jet fighters passing by overhead. Even more spectacular were the massive mechanical beasts known as Panzerhunden, or armored dogs, hulking around the crowd. That wasn't that long after, but I guess it would have been 3 more years of the war at that point, right? Like, if the real war would have went on for 3 more years, right? That's crazy. Also, Germany would have ran out of troops by now. Japan pushed back. Another threat approaches. March 7th, 1948, because I do not know how to pronounce that city, and I'm not gonna try. It was a proud moment for the Republic of China and the People's Liberation Army as the Japanese were pushed back into the Hubei province. Yet from the north, another dark menace approaches at a swift pace. The German army has overthrown the brave Russian army and is now moving towards China. During a rousing speech earlier today, the chairman spoke of his faith in the Chinese people. A unified China cannot be defeated, he said. A unified China cannot be conquered. A unified China will never surrender. Damn. It's bars, though. Atomic bomb hits America. December 21st, 1948. The largest bomb ever invented was dropped 13 hours ago on New York City, largely decimating Manhattan and killing over 200,000 people. It is an atomic bomb, said our great leader in a radio broadcast speech to the public, 20,000 times more powerful than the biggest bomb ever created before. But more than a bomb, this is a warning to the American people. So I guess in this universe, like, we just never got atomic weapons before everybody else. Interesting. I guess that would very much change all of history, don't you think? So I guess it makes sense how they could have gotten into power, because there was also the fear of it all, right? Like, once Germany did that to America, everybody else had to realize, like, we have to listen or we're screwed. Ooh, nice. Here's that record we were looking for. This is the Beatles. It's supposed to be the Beatles. Because Das Blau U-Boot album. So Blue Submarine, basically, instead of Yellow Submarine. But it says that they're maybe freedom fighters, potentially. I love that, though. That's such a sick, like, easy change that they can, like, do because it's a different history, so they can just make something up, and that's so much fun. Editorial: Is the terror threat over? October 13th, 1960. A strange feeling of serenity comes over me as I walk my morning promenade along Unter den Linden. At first, I struggle to understand what this feeling comes from and why I haven't felt it for so long. And then it hits me. For the last 6 months, there has been no terrorist activity. No ruthless killing sprees against innocent civilians. No car bombs in peaceful neighborhoods. No suicide attacks on public transport. Has the secret police, once and for all, won the war against terrorism? Jeez, crazy. People were fighting for a long time, at least, so I gotta give them props for that. Mold infestation in Berlin. London, May 15th, 1953. It's fair to say there's some sort of poetic justice in this. Reports from our resistance friends in Berlin suggest that a new type of mold spore has started infesting structures made out of the super concrete used by the regime. It has started festering in the massive underground ventilation system and is spreading throughout the city. Friends of the resistance. This could be a major advantage for us. The mold seems to corrode the stability of the concrete, making it easier to destroy structures that are important to the regime in Berlin. Nice. Wait, these are like famous paintings. That's crazy. I love that. I wonder if they're like the original copies, because like the Germans were known to like, they were trying to steal a bunch of art during World War II. So I wonder if these are the originals that they stole from them to preserve the art, because that seems like it's the original. This has been so much fun just looking around, honestly. Anyway, let's see what is up here real fast. Because there's gotta be... Okay, they took apart that. Hell yeah. Whoa, I can do 4 of them? I can't have it, I guess, right now. That's sick that I can hold 4, though. That's crazy. Receive health from performing takedowns. Display commanders on the map. Command. Okay. So I need a stealth kill on one more commander, and then I'm good. This has been a hell of an exploration, though. I feel like we've learned a lot about like what's going on, which I think has been a question for me personally for a minute. Okay, it's not letting us use any of the guns or anything yet, so I'm gonna go back down now. We're gonna go break in to this. Which room is it? This room.
Max, I really need you to step aside. Max, bitte. Geht zur Seite. Das ist wichtig.
Max, komm her! Komm an! Alles in Ordnung. Alles wird gut sein. I'm sorry. I should have known you would have taken it.
It's so weird that he like, oh, he must have went like, he probably, the way that they like coded it is once you see that it's there, then leave to go get the crowbar, he like populates into the room. That's why he got there. Alright.
Much obliged,
Sorry if you don't
Captain
like the lore and
Blazkowicz.
stuff as much as me.
You ready for
We're
an
getting
assignment?
back to the action.
Friends and comrades, this is it. Project Whisper. It's been in development for years. A helicopter aircraft. The Nazis have found a way to make it virtually silent in flight and undetectable by means of radar. Anya has decrypted the Nazi chatter out of London. and located the only 3 prototypes in existence at the London Nautica research facilities there. With Captain Blazkowicz on the team, we are finally strong enough to strike at the operations. The days of scurrying like rats are over. With these machines in our possession, we can go anywhere, hit anything. We will
Smart.
rebuild the Kreisau Circle, arm ourselves to the hilt. We will rise up and take down Death's Head for good. They think the war is over, that we are weak, beaten, don't have the guts to oppose them. And as always, they are wrong.
I've got a 14-hour drive. I've got a sinus infection. I haven't had a full night's sleep in 8 months. So let's go, people. Because I'm not doing this again.
You've got balls of steel, Bobby Brown.
Stop. I just want to get this over with.
Sandy! Beruhig dich! Sponsor!
Okay.
Die Papiere bitte. Danke. Sie können passieren. Herr Hitler!
Oh, Hitler. Fucking Nazi twit.
I don't like this guy very much, honestly. He kind of
This
seems
big
like a
fucking
dick.
disgraceful building is the London Nautica. This used to be downtown London. Used to be fighting in the streets over here. I mean, furious, unrelenting resistance.
Oh, we're in
And then the
London.
Nazis brought in the London Monitor and everything went to shit from there. They just do whatsoever they please now.
The
They
London
just
Monitor.
fucking leveled everything and erected this fucking monstrosity. It's a top Nazi research facility, this is. Aviation, space, all kinds of evil shit transpiring. Caroline and the other pilots should be over the radio tower by now, you see it.
Yeah.
Anya's operating the radio back in Berlin. You can reach him using this.
Nice. Technology's really advanced now.
This is where you get off.
They probably stole a lot of it, which is great.
So long, Blazkowicz. You make this count, all right?
Will do, brother. He had no idea. We had no idea.
Over here. It's all up to you now, Blazkowicz. We are moving into position at the top
That's
of the radio
insane,
tower, approximately
but it makes
7 blocks
sense.
from
You
your
have to
location.
do that, I
You'll have
guess.
to find a way to the top floor of the Nautica and open the hangar doors. That way we and the other pilots can get inside.
Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. Genuinely. Okay, what should we do? Is there something with the pistol that we can do in particular? Mostly no. Soldiers, assassin, reduce the sound may while sprinting. Stealth kill melee or ranged for soldiers. Okay, yeah, in general, as long as I get a stealth kill, I'm gonna get a lot of stuff. Okay, cool. And I should try the knives too. Do I have any? No. Okay, no throwing knives. That was crazy that he just did that. I said he was complaining for no good reason. And boy was I wrong. Shit. I hear it. Did you hear that? I know one of those hounds is here. Can I not get further under? Come on. I can't like lay down and shimmy. So I have to go this way. Yeah. Okay, so I gotta go this way. I have to go this way. It's going to find me otherwise. Oh, yes, it's a slide. I do a slide. That's right. I did know that. I should have known that. Oh, wait. Do I have that thing? Yes. Can I really not kill it then? Now what, bro? Oh. Nice, he blew this side up. Yeah, I knew he was right there. I knew he was right there. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Ooh.
William, I'm looking at blueprints of the building. It's a long way to the top.
Okay. Wow, that was wild, for sure. Okay. So I think that means that signal detected means that it's a commander. So let's try and silent kill, right? Is it just commander stealth? It's a stealth kill, not a silence kill. Perform silent takedowns with overcharged health. Stealth kills, stealth kills, stealth kills. They're all stealth. Okay, so it could just be with this too. Well, not a stealth. But that's not my fault, bro. He was literally looking me square in my forehead when I turned around. Like, what am I supposed to do there? Trash. Scumbag. Nice. Nice, I hear somebody. I should kill him. Probably, right?
Ahead is the reception area. I want you to go to the far end of the reception area.
I just realized we're like in the place now.
It was raised by Scrovage, and Bobby's death will not be in vain.
When?
Reach the moon dome. Something about a reception area and a big door with a moon dome. Bro, this is crazy though. Like, we're literally under the rubble of the building.
Coming on hard like. Picked the wrong day for hang gliding.
I'm trying to treat this like stealth, guys. I'm trying. Bro, that scared the shit out of me. I think that's the London Monitor, maybe. Idiot. Okay, that wasn't as much. I honestly thought I was gonna have to pour more in than that. So, I'll take it. That was overall not terrible. Scared the shit out of me though, I will admit. If you saw me jump a little, I definitely did. Ooh, glad I came back. Nice, that was light ammo. Yes, for the pistol. Whoa, this is great. Okay, yeah, I really got to explore a little extra sometimes, because look at all this shit. Stuff on the ground, overcharge more. Yo, you got any more armor or something? Wondering if I'm getting kills for this, like if I'm getting stuff towards this. Because I think one was literally just silent. Oh, it says stealth. They're all stealth. I keep thinking it's saying stealth. So I went in way too guns blazed there. I should have calmed down. That's totally my fault. Whoops. I just got so excited because we hadn't had anything crazy in a while going on, you know? I just got too excited. Excuse me for getting too excited. Not what I wanted. I keep accidentally doing that. Yeah. See, exploring matters. I love when a game rewards you for exploring. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, no, yes, we can get Enigma code shit now. Ooh, and health upgrades. Okay. Fossil of new species discovered in Dorset. Lyme Regis, October 15, 1960. Dorset, affectionately known as the Jurassic Coast, has been the focus point of the scientific world community for the last month when the fossil of a new species of marine reptile was uncovered. Paleontologist Helmut Lyman has been trying to find a way to recreate extinct animals for a suggested prehistoric zoo. These latest findings could be just what we've been looking for, said the professor when we met him at a local cafe this week. And if we can harness these animals correctly, they may be beneficial for our military, too. Dinosaurs instead of tanks? We'll just have to wait and see. That's insane, first off. Literally trying to make Jurassic World in Jurassic Park. So, we're back up here again, and we've gotten rid of basically everything. Hell yeah. I'm General Wilhelm Strauss. Okay. Ooh, nice. I've come throwing that now. Now what? Oh, wait. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I've been waiting for the marksman. Okay, I need 25 kills with the marksman, and then it increases the weapon reload speed for everything, I think. Which is crazy. So definitely want this. Whoa, talk about Wick ADS, huh? I guess they all have quick ADS. Nice. Found one of the gold pieces. Cool. Why don't I just see the...
Okay. You put a Nazi on the moon. Fuck you, moon.
What? That's hilarious. Okay, let's break into this too real quick. Nice. There's the health upgrade. Yes, and more marksman ammo. Oh, we're ready now, boy. Better watch out, boy.
Don't miss a door to the maintenance section. Look for a door on the outer wall near to the top of the dome.
Best be watching out for me, boy. What? Bro. Alright. I gotta get rid of this. You know how Nazis be. They always be cheating. Where you at, boy? Okay, so yeah, now I should rush them and just shoot them with it like that. Because literally, which makes sense, you know, when you're getting shot, you're...
Inside the room, don't miss a door to the maintenance section. Look for a door on the outer wall near to the top of the dome.
Okay, we're getting better with that. Please tell me it's counting. Yes, it is. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I've got a blast. I thought I could usually pick up the helmets as armor after the fact, though. Kind of sucks that I can't do it right now. Could use some of that. Alright, I don't really see anything else to grab necessarily. I'll take that. Definitely needed. Yeah, any type of... Yes. Okay. Yeah, I should be looking a little harder, huh? Oof. This game is really giving me a run for my money and looking hard. For no reason. It's no different than any other games we play. Just not taking my time as much. Gotta settle down. Alright, let's get up top. Hell yeah. Calm down, boys. Make me give you a blast then. Is there anything else down here? Oh shit. I did not know that that was made of glass. Where's this other guy at? Oh, it's over here. Dumbass. What do you think was gonna happen? Think you wasn't gonna get clapped to Kingdom Come, brother? Oh shit. Alright, I already grabbed all this shit over here. Alright, cool. Okay, so this pistol is just way better than I feel like the regular gun is. First off, crime rate down in quarantine blocks. London, October 15th, 1960. Police are seeing a trend of diminishing crime rate in the London quarantine blocks. It's quite safe now for the denizens of the quarantines to take a stroll down the streets, said Police Chief Bruno Winkler. Murder cases are at a historic low. He added that the benevolent treatment of the citizens by the new regime has had a positive effect on the decent folk of the city. We are also seeing an increase in the number of reports filed on deviant behavior by both neighbors and family members alike. Oof. Damn, Brits are turning on each other, brother. Sad. But, like, you're forced to, you know. What the hell are you gonna do? Should I do it? I gotta get like something for doing this, right? Okay, let's go down there. Let's go down there and do it. Because this is kind of fun. Let's see if we can do it. How do I get down? There we go. It wants me to do that, but no. This doesn't do anything, I'm gonna be sad. I feel like I have to get something for this, right? Like, come on. I hope it's like Moon Conqueror or something. Good thing there's a shit ton of ammo around me. I'm literally gonna use all my ammo probably. This is crazy, honestly. If this does nothing, dude, this is gonna be hilarious. Imagine there's no ammo left anywhere from anyone, though. Imagine it, like, deselects. Like... Am I missing? What am I missing? Is the moon gone yet? Is it done with? Have we ended the moon? Okay, let's look really hard. We have to be missing something, right? Am I supposed to get in the moon? Should I get in the moon? Whoa, wait. It's right there. Okay, let's try and get in from this angle here. I don't think there's anything in here though, right? I just feel like there is though, you know? Damn, I can't believe we wasted our time on that. It's just so hard to believe. Yo, let me out. Like, okay. Let's at least figure out what this thing is. It's directly above me. Oh, that's where we're going, though? Hold on, there's gotta be something here, right? Damn, it sucks. Okay, so why is it pointing towards that thing? I can't do anything to it, can I? Now I have to know. Oh, great, this is where all the ammo was anyway. Guys didn't have very much ammo though, kind of funny. Oh, yes! Yes! Acting like I was supposed to do that. Who else wants to be stupid and poke their head? Got one more bullet for somebody. Yeah, I know what's going on, but listen. Let me do my thing, bro. You know I got an aura farm on him. I still can't believe shooting all those things didn't do anything. You really saw an inner working of my mind right there, because that is something I 1,000,000,000% would do. A lot. In real life. Recording or not.
Hopefully the elevators haven't suffered any damage from the blast.
Well. Boy, are they not gonna have a fun time in a second. Now what? Oh.
off an elevator. Could go wrong. Stand on the counterweight.
Oh. Yeah. I realized that right there.
Hopefully the elevators haven't suffered any damage from the blast.
Oh. Also stupid. Jeez.
Hopefully the elevators haven't suffered any damage from the blast.
What if we fall? Literally no one would care, brother. May God have mercy on your soul. Though he won't.
Brakes off an elevator. What could go wrong? Better stand on the counterweight.
What's the counterweight? This? Yep. That was the counterweight. That was sick. Okay.
I think I found something.
What do you see?
Ancient artifacts. Highly technological in nature. Parchment. Looks like Hebrew. I think the Nazis are trying to reverse engineer all this stuff.
Are there any identifying marks?
Dot? You should. Dog, Abel, apostrophe. Abel, Tara, space, yoke, item, Charlie, Hal, Uncle Dog.
Might be something in our archives, Anya. See if you can find any references to Dot Yishud.
Will do. Be careful out there.
I like her, Blazkowicz. Good catch. Be sure to bring as much of this Dot Yishud stuff as you can carry.
Will do.
I think we're gonna end it there, guys. Really appreciate everybody watching this series and loving it as much as I have so far. It seems like you guys have been really enjoying it, so I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video in particular, make sure to hit that like button. If you think that my volume's too high or too low, or you have ideas for series, or you just want to talk in general, put something down in the comments below and I'll answer every single one of them. And finally, make sure to hit that sub button. That way you get the next episode in this series and every series that I decide to do in the future as well. Anyway, see you guys next time.